Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Denisa. I hope everyone has been having an amazing day so far. Today we're going to be, well, not specifically today, this kind of week, we're going to be reading books I'm low-key intimidated to read. Books on my physical TBR, they've either been sitting there for like a long time, or they are low-key, I'm kind of scared to read for their bad reviews or things I've heard about them recently or the thickness of them. Our first book is Everybody in My Family Has Killed Someone. Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. Honestly sounds like something I would eat up. But then I saw someone say, I saw shorts, which is someone normalizing because they were like, I think we're normalizing too much buying all your books. Let's normalize going to the library more. And I saw someone, and the person picked up Everybody in My Family Has Killed Someone because they said one of their fans said that they absolutely hated this book. Do I know the fan's username? No. Have I seen the comment? No. But am I intimidated? Am I scared? Oh, heck yeah, man. I'm so scared to read this book because, like, what if I'm just wasting my time? That's actually why I've been wasting my time so much on books. Anyway, this honestly sounds like something I would literally eat up because of the title. And people are like, yeah, the title really hooks you in, but it's actually not that good. Whatever. I'm gonna rate this by myself. Hey, it's Editing Denisa. This video was supposed to go earlier. This video was supposed to come out last year because was filmed last year, but I didn't have anything to edit this on. But I was trying to explain this in a clip, but I did not do a good job. This book is about Ernie Cunningham, and everyone in his family has killed someone, obviously based off the title. Basically, a year before the present time, he has witnessed his brother kill someone, and he turned him in. And now his brother is coming back out from prison. He's being released. Except there is a family reunion at a ski resort. And a day before his brother comes, there is a death. And that death is some random man on the ski slopes. And everyone's like so surprised and scared and terrified. And to add matters, his cousin, who is a surgeon, notices something odd about the body, and apparently he has ash in his throat and in his nostrils. So basically, the person who killed him suffocated him with ashes. So everyone was like, and now people are trying to find out the mystery, how it happened, but at the same time, there is a snowstorm, I'm pretty sure, so the police aren't coming. There's only one police officer, so he can't possibly do this by himself. So now he's so the officer is very anxious, and Ernie is trying to find out who killed the person. So he's just going on his own to try and find out, because I'm pretty sure he loves mystery. I forgot if he's a writer or something. I forgot what he does, but yeah, that's kind of the summary. And yeah, it actually sounded so interesting. It was oh my goodness. Anyway, I don't have the book right now because my brother is borrowing it and he's reading it. So yeah, anyway, back to the video. But there's 366 pages, so I'm hoping to get, if there's 366 pages, I have to get to page 183 to go officially halfway. So I'm hoping I can get to page 183 by Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I hope so bad that it's good. But yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday, and I just came back from my friend's house. It is currently 5:40. Do you guys like my top? It's so freaking cute. I actually love it. It's so stinking cute. I love it. It's so freaking cute. I made it by myself. So, look at me being amazing. But I have quite a reading update for you guys, and it's been 3 days. Now, I didn't read a lot. I wanted to get till halfway on Monday. Well, guess what? 3 days later, we didn't get till halfway. Hopefully today we will get to halfway because we are on page 144. So we're about, this is how much we have read. But I am enjoying it more than I expected to. It's the type of mystery thriller that they're the narrator and they're talking to you. They're recalling memories. So they're literally, at the start of the movies where they're sitting in a chair drinking some coffee by a fireplace. They're yada yada yada. But before we get there, I need to give you some context. And then they explain their whole entire life story, and you forget that they're narrating and they're all saying this, and they're saying this whole story while they're sitting by a fireplace drinking hot cocoa. I don't know if anyone's really following or they're just what is she saying? But that's kind of what it's giving. Let me just say, it's pretty good. Looking at a 4 stars, maybe 3.5s, 3.75. But I mean, we're about halfway there, so you never know, it might change. It might change. But I'm excited to see where this is going. I am still flabbergasted from the book I just finished. Actually, I cannot process this information. This book, let me just say, is twisted. It is crazy. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna rate this a 4.75. So freaking close to a 5 stars. In the epilogue, oh my gosh. In the epilogue, it's crazy what happens. Oh my gosh, I never saw that coming. This quite literally will keep you guessing until the last page. I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh, it's such a good mystery book. I would love to see this play out as a movie. I would love to see this play out. I think it would be easier to follow. But I'd love to see this play out as a movie. Hopefully. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I forgot. It's gonna be an HBO Max TV show. I just loved it. I'll just leave it at that. I loved it. Excuse the appearance, the lighting. I'm so sorry for this. Our next book is one book that I feel I'm mostly scared about. I actually bought this recently. I think so many people have mixed reviews about it. And this book is none other than Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney. Now, I feel everyone knows Sally Rooney. I'm mostly intimidated going into this book because of the fact that so many mixed reviews about her. But I'm low-key kind of excited. I've been in the mood. I'm just excited to go into literary fiction. All I basically know about this book is it's about 4 friends, okay? So Alice, a novelist, meets Felix, who works in a warehouse, and asks him if he'd like to travel to Rome with her. In Dublin, her best friend, Eileen, it's Eileen, is getting over a breakup and slips back into flirting with Simon, a man she has known since childhood. Alice, Felix, Eileen, and Simon are still young, but life is catching up with them. They desire each other, they delude each other, they worry about and friendship, and in the world they live in. Are they standing in this last lighted room before the darkness bearing witness to something? Will they find a way to believe in a beautiful world? I feel this has no plot. I feel from the looks of it, maybe this is why people don't really like it. But I am interested in this book. Sally Rooney looks like nothing I imagined.
Am I being selfish? That's a lie. I'm still here. I'm still here. You're talking about you.
Let me turn down the light. So it is Wednesday and it has been a few days. So I'm very sorry about that. I'm on page 207, page 20. We have 130 pages left of this book. This is a third person, so honestly, I understand why someone might not like this. I personally am enjoying it. Not that to like, oh my gosh, it's like a 5 stars. Not, maybe possibly a 3.75. That's what I'm looking at right now. Just because there is romance in it, which I'm kind of in for that. Like, I want romance, but I don't want something too focused on romance. I like how some of the characters put their thoughts together and the things that they say, because I feel like I connect with certain characters. We also get, like, at the start of the book, we did get a little bit of an insight on what happened in the past, and Aileen and, like, their past. And Aileen, she was on a phone call with her mom. I literally was reading this at school, and I literally had to put it down. Oh my gosh, the look on my face, my friend was like, "Are you okay?" Because the ick her mom gave me, Aileen's mom gave me, oh my gosh, I literally, the ick was crazy. Like, oh my gosh, like, I hated her mom. And Aileen's, like, family, her mother, her sister. Bye-bye. The door's that way. I was listening to the audiobook of Beautiful World, Where Are You? By Sally Rooney. And I finished it. Yesterday I did not finish it. Because obviously I had food poisoning and I could not read physically. But I did listen a bit to the audiobook when I felt a little bit better. But I finished this today, like just right now. I think I'm going to rate it a 3.5. This book is more character driven, and in that way I realized I might not like it. But I did enjoy it, actually. This book, though, it literally gives you the raw truth, kind of. It's like, not everything's perfect, literally. And some of the characters I did not enjoy. I did not like Felix in this book. He gave me an ick. I just did not enjoy reading about him. My favorite person was definitely Alice. I really enjoyed her. I just feel like she was relatable in some ways. In some ways, like, I learned from her things. And, like, the people, they're not perfect. And you can see their imperfections. And that's why sometimes I just like getting the raw truth. I think maybe if I read this and I was more in the mood for something else, I might have not liked it as much. But I feel like this was just, like, what I kind of needed right now. That's all I gotta say. But with that being done, us putting this down, we are reading our last book of this vlog, which is Recipe for a Good Life by Leslie Crew. This book I bought, like, barely reading the synopsis. I just decided to pick it up. I was like, what the heck? It intimidates me because it's been staying on my physical TBR for so long, and it's very heavy. And it's, like, quite big. It's not the average size of a, oh, actually, this size comparison is not. Well, like, this is not the average size of a paperback. It's actually much bigger. But the font is pretty big, and like, hallelujah. There's 390 pages in this book. That's one thing that intimidates me, the length. Now I don't, like, for me, I used to be like, 390 pages is like an average size book. Like, I would be reading, like, books with like 400 pages. But now I'm like, 400 pages is a lot. And I'm like, what? It's just like 100 pages over your usual book. But I'm kind of nervous for this. But at the same time, the author is Canadian. Yeah. I don't know anything about it, so I'm probably gonna have to check in with you when I actually read. Excuse the hair, but today is Saturday. Sorry. And this is how much I am currently through Recipe for a Good Life. This book, it is giving the cozy vibes. It is giving. This book is about an author. It takes place in 1955. And this author, Kitty, finds herself having writer's block. She can literally not write anything. She's just like, she wants to quit writing. And her editor is like, hey, what if our company is going to pay for you to go on a weekend, on a 2-month getaway to, because she originally lives in Montreal, which is a place of Canada where it's very populated. It's literally like, if you don't know where Montreal is, but anyway, it's very populated and it's very popular. So, she's like, okay, why don't you go on a 2-month getaway to Cape Breton, which is a small island in Nova Scotia. So obviously it's so much more different than Montreal, like the exact opposite. And she's like, okay. And she's hoping that she eventually gets the inspiration to write another novel. And so she goes there and she literally finds herself in like a little cottage kind of. And it's kind of drafty. It's kind of, so there needs to be a lot of fixing there. But at the same time, the town, so small, so freaking small. So everyone knows what's going on. Like everyone knows everyone, literally. So everyone knows everyone. There's a lot of gossip. There's a girl specifically that gossips all the time. And so obviously she finds herself in the center of attention, and she eventually finds nice people there that always help her out, or then she has the gossiper that literally listens into phone calls because they have a party line, which I've never known existed till now, that it ever existed before. Anyway. So I'm really liking this setting. It reminds me a lot of Anne of Green Gables, which I love Anne of Green Gables. And also I used to live in a small town in Europe. It was very, very small. It was just a village, which sounds mystical. So that's why I don't like saying that. But it reminds me of that too. And I just feel like so many books or movies that I've seen or books that I've read, they kind of remind me of this in some ways. And I really like it. Also, this takes place in Atlantic Canada, which is, because obviously it's Nova Scotia. And I don't live in Nova Scotia, but I've traveled a lot. So I know how it is. And I live in Atlantic Canada. It's definitely not how I thought it was going to be, but it's really good. I'm on page 92. And today I was like, let's shoot for the stars. And get to page 206, because yesterday I got to page 75. So I was hoping to get to page 206, which is about halfway. That's page 206. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I do, because yeah, and then tomorrow we can hopefully get 75% through. Yay. See you tomorrow with an update. Oh wow. Hello. Oh my god, I am so happy to say that I have finished Recipe for a Good Life. Oh my gosh. where do I even start? I really enjoyed this book. I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I just thought it was gonna be kind of boring. I did not really. I did put like a few sticky note thingies on parts where I was like, things that were like, damn, that's written really nicely. I like how she put it into words. I didn't know. I feel like a lot of people, so as I said, this author is Canadian and she is based in a place where I live close to and I have traveled to, so I kind of know my way around the story, which is interesting. It just feels like I feel 10 times more connected to the characters. I feel 10 times more like involved into the story. And I really enjoyed this book in terms of the setting, the characters. It was such a cozy, it just felt like a big warm hug. And like milk, cookies, and honey. Like, it literally was amazing. I loved it so much. And it was so cozy. I really enjoyed this. It was a nice read, easy to get through. The length, 390 pages, I was kind of hesitant on that, but I did enjoy it a lot. I think I'm going to rate it a 4.25. I read it mostly for the plot. I feel like, Beautiful World, Where Are You was less plot driven than this. This was a little bit more plot driven. I really enjoyed it. The characters, I just feel like the characters play a bigger role. That's all I gotta say. And with that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope everyone enjoyed. And I hope this inspires you to literally take your books that have been on your shelf that have been collecting dust, take them and start reading them. Because listen, sometimes you don't know, you might have a good book on that shelf. I really enjoyed Everybody in My Family Has Killed Someone. That felt like a lifetime ago that I read that, but it was so good. It was so good. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed, and I hope you keep on reading. And yeah, I love you so much. Have an amazing day, and you do you.